Good morning, team. Good morning. Please let me know that you can hear the voice. Throw those A's in the chat right now. And I want to just make sure that we got this new system up and running and you can hear it. Throw those A's in the chat, team. What is good? What is good? What is up with that huge candle right here for FNGR? Let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. So Yuka Frita saying, let's go. Destiny, good morning to you. Rocket Lock, what's up? Jeremy, how you doing? Oh, my goodness. Good to see you here. So what's up, Sway? What's up? Joanna Alvarez, what's up? Good. What? Man, of course we can look at those tickers, no problem. Anna Massey, what's up? What's up? And Ian Tucker, man, thanks, dude. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the help. Right, I just want to make sure that we are coming through clean, man. And it is coming through clean. That's good to hear. It's already a little bit warm out here in Southern California, right? It's not as hot, I gotta say, as yesterday, right? But it is still showing that little bit of warmth there. But yeah, Joanna, we can go over your tickers, no problem. And we still have a few to go over. Northwest, how you doing? You're saying code blue. FNGR stat, good morning, Arca. What is going down with FNGR? And why is it breaking our damn support there, right? Why? Oh, right. So remember yesterday we were saying that as long as the broader markets are pumping to the upside, then we would get a slight pressure to the downside. That doesn't look so slight, Arca, right? So take a look at this, team. Look at the SPY just absolutely ripping. I mean, I said in the Discord yesterday that we definitely have some strength in the broader markets, right? But and I could still see an upside continuation before a pullback either the end of the day today or tomorrow. But damn, I didn't realize that we would actually break this kind of market structure today. So 453, man, that was the top side today on that. And look at the TQQQ, 4586. Geez, man. So yeah, as long as we are facing this huge pump to the upside, you guys, we're gonna face some micro cap and small cap pressures to the downside. Okay, so one more thing that we want to kind of correlate the small caps with is the DXY. Okay, so if we pull that up real quick. I'm sorry, what the heck just happened there, right? So let me just go ahead and pull up the DXY, and we should see the DXY kind of plummeting right now too, right? That's the US dollar. And oh wow, so we're getting a recovery finally. Could that mean that the SPY is finally going to get a pullback? Maybe, I'm not sure, team. But yeah, all of this right here, that's kind of indicative of some downside pressures with the OTCs, with the small caps and micro caps, right? But when we start getting this pullback here from the SPY and also the pump with the DXY, then we can actually see those micro caps give that pump to the upside. We're gonna keep an eye on all that stuff, team, as we move, right? But again, I apologize for it being such a selfish morning, right? I wish that I could have just closed that trade earlier, but I felt I had conviction on ticker symbol FFIE to make a slight move to the upside, even bigger than what I thought. Right, so it essentially did pan out. Everything was good, right? But at the end of the trade, I kind of felt, a little bad there. But I'm happy that you guys are joining me here, team. I'm really happy to be here, trading with you. So let's go ahead and just take a look at a couple other tickers that we have as far as requests, right? Of course, we're going to look at ticker symbol FNGR. So why don't we just go ahead and get that started? But I am going to look at that ticker symbol TEL for Joanna and. Let's see what else we have in line. Stick Vicious saying COSM is definitely not benefiting from the Russell micro pressure. So we're going to go ahead and see that too. Let's see. So even FNGR, man, this is really facing some absolute pressure. We had an inflection point landing right at about 536, 538-ish, and it's breaking through to that. Is breaking through. And that's not I'm talking about breaking down, and that's an inflection point, okay? So those pressures to the downside in the overall spectrum are definitely not favoring our favorite assets, right? So let's see what else we have running for FNGR, okay? Because it's good that I actually have the full thread of analysis up and running right now. Sell signal is actually still being presented on the updated algos here that we just released, the ARQ indicators. We still have that bear signal printed. I'm wondering if we're going to get some type of recovery here on the immediate short-term time frame, or are we really going to have to kind of consolidate here after this shock, right? So we're talking about this being today's candle, right, team? So let me get this red thing out of the way here. I'm going to put it over here. Okay. So yeah, this is enormous indecision right now. 3 hours and 6 minutes left to still close this 12-hour iteration. let's see what else we can come up with here. Okay, so as actually, you know what, I'm going to be able to pull up the entirety of momentum on this thing. So yeah, look at this team. We were not expecting a drop this big. Wow. Okay, so by daily SMA 14, this could be the saving grace right now. Literally at this point right now. A little bit of diminishing pressure on the buy daily, but that's normal. This is kind of a big time frame. Let me start it off from the 30 minute actually. Let me just stop the crap and see what the heck is going down. Let's see we have an upside pivot. It's already starting. So let me see the 15 minute. Does it have the upside? Good. Okay, and the 5 minutes should have, yeah, okay, good. All right, so we have three major immediate short-term time frames with an upside pivot already. It looks like the hourly is starting to feed off of it ever so slightly with increasing volatility too. So that's a good sign. And the bi-hourly is too. And the 4 hour is about to get it. Okay, all right. That at least that, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth ladder. Okay, so usually anything after 3, you're starting to gain your probabilities higher and higher for a retracement or a reversal. Sorry, wow, can't even speak English. So yeah, that's what I'm potentially looking at. If it's not going to be the fourth test, and we may actually face some resistance here, we're going to check the RSI right away. We're going to see if we have any major resistances coming up with moving averages and or, well, sort of, right? The EMA 7 on the 4 hour could be located there too as a resistance. Oh, wow. So SMA 50 bounce off of the 4 hour. Okay. All right. So that's not a bad sign. As you can see here, I want to show you this. Check it out. So this would be the second touch and validation of the SMA 50 on the 4 hour. So we have done it. And this was on Thursday, the 29th. So, yeah, this doesn't look overall so bearish, right? If anything, we could be preparing here to cross the SMA 50 upside of the EMA 7 and SMA 10. So that's not too, yeah, this could actually be the support touch that we were looking for. Okay. My sentiment, although feels like it could reverse from here, we could still technically come back one more time, the 488, and bounce off of that SMA 50 and continue on. So I know that's really not what everyone wants to hear. Of course, I get it. But I mean, we need to validate these supports as we continue to the upside, right? So remember that the SMA 50 touch and the retouch and the continuation of that is all indicative of the golden cross, right? So it's only natural for us to come back and start validating that support as we move up. So let me look at the overall RSI spectrum here before we move on to those other ticker requests that we have, right? So let's just see this real quick. Sorry guys, it wasn't prepared for the full thread of analysis wasn't prepared for a live. So the 30-minute immediate short term is consolidating a little bit within the gravitational zone though. So the upside probability is a little higher than it is not. Okay, and the bi-hourly is also showing that we are well within that gravitational zone too. So everything has a little bit of an upside pivot here, but with resistance, which makes me curious over not, let me see. Okay, and the 6 hour, okay, good, yeah, so, oh man. All right, so as long as we are in this gravitational zone, the upside is it's a higher probability than not, but we do have a resistance coming up, and that is literally what I just said. We may be facing a resistance here temporarily between I would say 545, not at this one here. I would honestly favor in the 4 hour chart 546 to 557 resistance right around this area here. And if we are able to validate the resistance here, then that's why I'm saying that we may face one more rejection to come back to the downside around 488 or 490. Then we get the actual bounce out of the validation of the SMA 50 once again, and then we would beat the EMA 7 and SMA 10. But nothing is really showing that we could capitulate. I really don't like this series, the series of lower lows, of course, and I don't like the series of higher lows either. But oftentimes this tends to be a reaccumulation event before a continuation to the upside. Definitely know that as we start approaching this massive frothiness here, people are going to start taking profits. This is not, let me show you the daily, okay? I'm going to just give you perspective here. So what I'm looking at here with these red candles, this is not this is not a short side conviction. Sorry, wow. The reason why I'm saying it's not short conviction is because this is more along the lines of short conviction, right? So let's see let's see yesterday's volume. Okay, so I know that, my goodness, it's getting a little convoluted here on the charts. I complain about this daily and I don't do anything about it. Okay, so let's see. The previous day we faced 826,000, right? So 987,000 on that previous day. 1.52 million on green, and 3. Okay, so we have declining volume with declining price action, which is indicative of exhaustion for the bears, right? So now in this case, this is very interesting here. This is all short side, and it's all very much. Man, can I say that without getting into so much trouble here? This is a clear sign of it's fucking manipulation, okay? All right, if you're gonna demonetize it, whatever. Yeah, so this is kind of a clear side of manipulation on this side here, and so what I'm seeing here in the volume coming to the downside. Yeah, seriously, Cryptic, what the hell, right? Just say it. Ya dilo, güey, no tengas miedo. So yeah, this is not short side conviction here. This is more take profit and stop losses. So if that's the case, then yeah, then bulls are actually waiting. And I can show you one more perspective, right? Let me show you this right here. So see the test that we're doing? So we're creating a rare breakout here. So we're actually making this ascending channel, reclaimed it. I'm talking about a serious reclaim here. This was weeks, right? So then we got that reclaim, retest, continuation to the upside, retracement, which is how we knew that we were going to trace from this point here. We got the test again from the support, continued onwards and upwards, and now we're back to validate the top side of the daily channel alongside the 4-hour SMA 50. So yeah, I'm sorry that I have to explain the play like this, so detailed, right? But sometimes I don't have an option here but to look for what the potentials are, right? So, and this reason here is why the buy daily could be floored at this support of the SMA 14. Okay, so yeah, I don't see this as a huge threat to the downside. Of course, anything is possible in the markets, team, but we faced I guess from this tweezer top here at about 441, all of the buyers ended up coming in at about 474, just shy of this inflection point. Yeah, I would also enter early, me personally speaking, right, as a day trader. So what we want to do is make sure that we can continue pleasing the day trading community here, right? As long as there is volatility, then you're going to have those day traders pumping the upside and the downside. And that creates volatility and that creates interest, thus introduces FOMO, right? So we want to make sure to keep that up. Now, let's go back to the daily time frame and finish this up real quick. But we're going to keep an eye on FNGR as we move anyway, team, okay? I want you to, just know that I'm not just cutting it off here. Okay, so we still have the bulls, DMI plus leading the way, and please notice that we also have still have full-on DMI support, right? The ADX dotted white line is sitting at a massive 43, almost 44%. And that usually favors whoever is above and leading, right? So yeah, the bulls are still in control here, and I specifically see the control coming in as a new wave all the way up to the bi-hourly time frame. So we have 5 major time frames suggesting a continuation to the upside. So yeah, in case you were curious here over FFIE, well, this is the day right now, right? So I totally forgot. Somebody asked me, "Oh, you're not looking at QBTS and FFIE?" I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I'm exposed." Actually, I have a long position in FFIE and one that I think I could actually double down in. So I did right upon this drop. I doubled down at about 20. at about 28.25 yet again, and then I actually made this move to the upside, eventually covering at 31.34 or 31.84. Right, so that actually made a pretty nice 14% gainer on the day. So that was a good move. Although I was worried for some time because there's serious volatility being played in this. I mean, like, it was so far down. I'm like, oh, I was gonna get stopped out. I had a 27.50 stop out, right? So, and then we broke upside of it, came all the way down. It was just so much of this. Look at this, right? So I'm like, man, I don't know that I can stick to this. Let me just get out with a 14% gainer and be out. Anyway, team, let's go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol TEL. It looks like it's, wow. Yeah, this could be breaking out of a broadening wedge. It's still, man, this is very powerful. Hold on just a sec. I looked at this yet? Oh yeah, I looked at this yesterday and I was suggesting a top side here of 174 to 181 in the coming days. Right. Yeah. This is very, oh, I see what it's doing. Yeah. Okay, check this out. All right, Joanna, I know that I've seen you here, I mean, since the beginning, right? I think you've been kind of part of the Arca Bulls family now for quite some time. So I'm going to show you a perspective here that I think could be it, right? So this is essentially the broadening descending wedge that I'm looking at, right? So we have this, I mean, let me see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, breakout on test number 5 as well, but it's not being traded on the 4-hour. It's actually being traded on the larger time frame. So very interesting. I don't know to consider this test number 5 or not, but it is there. Right, we tested the support before a continuation to the upside. Now, the take profit naturally for this formation is located right at the genesis, right? So I want to show you this because this is critically important for everyone to see, as these are, these are formations that I tend to keep kind of a special eye out for, right? Especially in these turbulent markets. This is anxiety. Right, so literally, this formation represents anxiety as a sentiment for the trade, because they don't know if this is going to capitulate back to those really scary lows, or we're going to start reversing to the upside from here. So are we going to reverse or not, right? That's the essential feeling behind this. And it's also the same formation that we're looking at in the broader market spectrum, like the SPY and everything else. Take a look, this right here. So everything since November or December 2021 has been making this formation on the way down in smaller timeframes and in large timeframes as well, right? So this is why I'm saying that it's something that I'm keeping an eye on. So this, okay, the take profit for this formation is 150, right? So we beat that. We actually are coming back down. We reclaimed the inside of the wedge, and then we came back up and validated that support before a continuation to the upside. So this is it is essentially making a breakout. This is a breakout play now with a validation touch. So the re-entry could have been located at about 150 for a continuation to the upside. I know that we're at a critical resistance right now, but to tell you the honest truth, it looks like this is very likely going to combat it. We have increasing volatility. We have the 4-hour stochastic momentum in the gravitational zone here, very likely to get pulled up. Notice here that we're starting to get some green prints on the MACD 4-hour. 6-hour time frame, absolutely vertical, definitely powerful here. I am wow. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Joanna, good call on this one. I know we looked at it yesterday too. I hope you were around for it as well. And 8-hour time frame, upside pivot, increasing volatility, about to cross the moving average, upside of the SMA 14 on the RSI, and creating these new green bars on the MACD. Take a look at this too. 8-hour time frame DMI support for the volatility versus momentum. That's powerful. 12-hour time frame, upside pivot as well. We're about to increase volatility on the 12-hour as well. Damn. Bullish cross on the RSI, and this is now starting to approach the trending zone. So just about 90%, 99% maybe. Well, I would say about 97% DMI support for a 12-hour. That's already indicative of a pretty large move coming in. So as you can actually see that we were in contractive levels for a while before we started expanding here and finally showed volatility with an upside pivot on this. This was a whole statistical setup. And I didn't I really wasn't paying attention to this ticker at all, right? So it didn't pop up in anything anyway. Yeah, but this is very likely going to continue. I think that you're in at 148. Damn. You're going to absolutely yeah. So let's see. I want to see your percentage too. So you don't pull out too. You're in at 148. Are you serious? How did you choose 148? That's literally the entry that I would have done myself. Good job. My goodness. You know, not everybody can execute an entry like that. That's powerful. And that shows conviction in your part as a trader too, right? So let's see. So it was because of yesterday. Okay, good. Yeah, I think it was for Off Grid Gorilla. I'm not sure if it was for him or for Taryn. I don't know who it was. What's up, WB? Good to see you here. Yeah. So I don't, remember how I say, and I know if you guys watch some of my videos, I can't say like now, go in now, right? Or else that would be room to get me trapped into some type of legal something, right? So I can only be as direct as I feel my words can allow me to, right? I have to be as clever as a wordsmith as I am a trader in order for me to express how likely something is to continue or to do something from a certain point, right? So I'm very happy you were able to capitalize on this. That's right. This is definitely not financial advice. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, so you're currently, let's see, 148. So you are almost 8% in the money. At one point, you were already at almost 9%. Yeah, you were just about 9% up. I see this. You may have to turn this into a swing play, right? We're talking about your paper trade, your simulator trade. Because this may actually show just deeper upside. And oh damn, hell yeah. Yeah, 12-hour EMA 7 and SMA 10. You're about to get a golden cross here. Okay, so right, Joanna, I'm talking about your paper trade here. Definitely don't let go of your simulator trade. Okay, you're about to get this huge cross right now, and that's going to lead price action to a very exponential high. And I think that you may be able to capitalize in an almost 18% gainer. Oh no, 22, I think. Let me calculate that. Yeah, I would say you're going to get close to a 20% gainer here, 22% to the top side. So I would close my simulator trade at about, I don't know, I can't. It's hard for me to tell you like this, but I would say 177 to 174, and that would be incredible. I'm not saying that it's going to stop there. I'm just saying that this is very likely a supply zone, right? In an institutional supply zone. So if you can get out in this zone here, then price action would likely come back and start validating the current highs right here, right within this area, 159 to about 162, of which then can also be decided to create a potential long position there again. So as this may show a continuation to the upside for several days to come, as it already has been, right? So this is not done, and I have no idea why. It's so damn bullish. Or 3 equity partners of Driftwood LNG project. Okay. I guess there was news 7 days ago, right? But that's like only over here. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's still playing on that news. Damn, and it came back and validated the SMA 200 before the cross. We're going to get an SMA 200. We're going to get a golden cross here in the next day or two. And this, yeah, that would likely continue. So a good job on this, Joanna. Keep your eyes peeled on the targets, and don't drop the ball on this, right? Because at any moment, this can start capitulating, right? So as soon as you start beating the inflection point of 162 here, and you start testing this area up here of close to 170, I would immediately move my stop loss at about 158 or 159 to secure profits in the event to where this thing just flashes to the downside. At least that's just how I personally trade, right? I really am protective, and conservative, more than aggressive. But today, FFIE for me was really an aggressive trade and one that I don't usually practice, but it's all good. Anyway, team, let's go ahead and take a look at. Let me get someone else real quick, right? So you bought a $9 call in FNGR, also loaded up on the dip, sub $5, and waiting to load up on GTI. I appreciate you, Arca, which, by the way, we don't even know what's going on with, right? Oh my goodness. GTI, why are you giving headaches like this? And also, guys, hold on just a sec. Stick Vicious actually talked about COSM facing some weird pressures here. Okay, so let's look at the IWM. Okay, so man, that's really interesting that it's not actually following it, right? And we're breaking down to 283. That is one massive support that we broke through. I have to tell you here that there is, if I'm going to give you one more, what can we consider this? A saving grace, right? Is this on the monthly, right? So this is the area that I was speaking of just a few weeks ago. That could be the zone where we can touch before a recovery because we printed a bi-monthly bearish engulfing. Okay, so this bi-monthly bearish engulfing introduces a downside in price action naturally, right? So I am thinking that we could still, if we didn't already find a floor, then there is still one more zone to look at 277, but that would, oh man. That pressures a lot of things to the downside, okay? But still, we kind of saw this sort of coming, but we just and we presented the target too, but it didn't seem like we were gonna reach that, right? So I mean, anyway, let's just look at what else could be happening here. Take a look at this. Oh, dude, are you really trying to do that? Don't tell me that. Hold on. That is ridiculous. That is This is not take profit whatsoever, right? So this is more indicative, and I think we did floor, team. If anything, I would push just a little bit lower. If I were the short seller here, I think I would have pushed. Oh yeah, look at that, 277. 277 is literally the target that we just saw right here. There we go. See, 277. So, yeah, so bi-monthly target is rhyming at 277, while this 4-hour target is rhyming at 277. There is a chance that we floored here, but if we do continue to the downside, I expect the 277 to be a pretty nice area for reaccumulation, and that is also in line with this bottom side. That's the saving grace I was essentially talking about. That tiny zone there, right? Let me zoom into it and out so that we can see exactly what I mean, right? Right over here, this bottom side to this closing of this candle here at 277. So this is the zone where I'm speaking of. Is just, man, things start to get really dangerous within this area here, because this is an invalidation area for everything that COSM has essentially gained. If we start failing that 277 with a minimum 4-hour closure, we can see a capitulation event, and that would be down to 232 first, with a gap to around 196. It starts to become really, really aggressively wide as far as the pressure to the downside. Oh man, and that would introduce a serious amount of volatility. I'm not gonna lie. 4-hour time frame is already showing a little bit of a pivot here, but I can't trust that just yet. We have an increase of volatility, and it's basically hitting the gas on a downside, right? So this is I'm not sure even what to make of this. I don't see this as being any type of sell side. I'm talking about literally stop losses are being triggered here with short positions opening. It's kind of clear, right, that they're really taking advantage. At least the short positions are really taking advantage of whatever just happened in the broader markets temporarily. So, and now, is there some type of fundamental metric that we can be looking at here? Another thing, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That sucks. Let me just make sure of that. Let me see if we have it in the 8-hour. Yeah, we do. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so as you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of a broadening wedge facing the 6th touch, but that ticker symbol tell that we just looked at, that's a clear indication that that test number 6 could work even still, right? So it's just yeah, when you start reaching 7, 8, 9, those are not good. For ladder attacks, those are good. So which makes me feel that maybe in the hourly time frame we have ladders. Let me see. Yeah, we sort of do. Oh man, this is algorithmic. Oh my goodness, dude, this is a yeah, it's high frequency short. This is a machine short. Like it's not too much human. This is too perfect of price action for it to be human. So decreasing volatility on the 15-minute with downside pressures even still. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we touched down to that 277 and then really ripped. We already got 279, so I mean that's incredibly close. Okay, could this be the sign? Look at Apple facing a little bit of weakness right now, right at the apex. Remember that this was the lesson that we were going over in the master's course, right? So I don't know if we're gonna fail this, right? And this could be indicative of the broader market pressures coming down. Let me pull up the broader markets real quick before we continue on, team. Just a sec. Damn, these are crazy times after we were so bullish. But I'm telling you, it's just. Let me see, 453 on the SPY. Where can we start pulling back? I mean, it should have been nowish, but I see the top side, and that could be 457.95. Damn, that's a huge pressure. Daily gap right over here, right in that 457, 458 area, and the top side here, which could be a 3-day or 5-day tweezer top. Bearish formation, right? So that's our next potential inflection point, right? The next one would be between 460. I'm not sure that we can reach that, but you never know, right? 460 to 462. That's the next zone. But I am kind of favoring this side here, as there is a massive gap on the top side of it. So 457.33. Yeah, I would actually have to favor 457.33. I can't believe that it has that much upside to go. That's crazy. But this usually happens. Remember, team, next Wednesday, we're going to get the FOMC speaking. So Fed Chair Powell is going to decide whether we're going to raise the rates one more time or not. So I'm actually curious to see what the Fed monitor is actually saying, as I think sentiment may be feeling that we're not going to raise rates this time around. But why? I think raising rates for the last time here would be good, just to kind of like flash the sentiment, right? I'm thinking that we did find the floor, JMR. I'm really feeling that we did find that floor down here at let me show you, right? We were just talking about it here at the retest of the ascending channel, right? So I think that 475 could have been that floor. And it's rejecting nicely, which is pressuring all of the immediate short-term timeframes to the upside. Like the hourly is starting to get that pivot, right? We're starting to get the pivot on the 30-minute as well, and all that good stuff, right? So yeah, seriously, what's up, Jennifer? Good to see you here. And I saw what Busy posted. If you want to do anything as a public post, please let me know. And as you know, I do have influence to at least to over 10,000. So if you need to make some statement or something, please, I am at your disposal. But anyway, that's enough with that. But good to see you here, Jennifer. Awesome. And I hope that you are doing well. But Cryptic saying, Jennifer, calm down. Damn, Jennifer. Oh, no, guys, not like that. So ticker note, please. Note. Hold on just a sec, my brother. Let me go back here because I know that we had plus there was a bear signal on the 1-day RSI. No way. Wow. Damn. Yeah, that actually is curious. Okay, so we were signaled short here on the algo. This actually gave us a signal short at the opening of this 30-minute at 571. No, not a problem, Jennifer. I'm not doing, I really, I mean to support here. I just, that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, right? Because people can suck. I'm not trying to say they can suck a D. Not that. I'm saying people can really be mean. That's what I'm saying. And I could attest to that. You have no idea how many times a lot of people here that are listening to me right now have been there for me and told me like, dude, don't react like that to these people. Like, don't pay no mind, right? They're probably paid shills. They're probably this. They're probably that. But it's so hard to it's so hard to recognize that at the moment, right? So, but I mean, as a professional, that we have to, I have to kind of comply. But yeah, very interesting short signal printed right at this top side of this candle, which was around 571 after a bearish engulfing print. Right, so, and it still hasn't recovered just yet. It may have recovered here, but it didn't actually suggest a long signal, okay? So, this thing is essentially guessing it correctly, so it's not bad. Yeah, team, I think in my personal opinion, maybe we have found the floor. And that was, the 12-hour or daily touch of this ascending channel. It could be. I mean, I don't know. I know, it's okay, you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, thanks, Jennifer. So, the divergence RSI indicator. Oh, on the daily here, you're talking about the Div 1, my strategy. Let me see. So, you were able to catch divergence already. Let me see. I'm seeing, I'm sorry. What time frame was it again? I'm going back to you, Johnny Barnes. The daily of FNGR. Yeah, it actually didn't. I feel like I can adjust the. I feel like I can adjust the sensitivity levels here because this didn't actually print. This is a bearish. This is a hidden drive of the good eye, bro. Man, that makes me so happy. It makes me realize right now that damn, my master students are listening. Right, good eye. So yeah, this was a clear confirmation and one that I didn't even point out. Right, but dude, very, very clever. Okay, so yeah, what you're looking at here is is divergence, right? So the opposition of price action versus momentum, and in this case, momentum represented by RSI. It looks different than RSI because it's a strategy that I made, right? So it's a auto divergence locator. As you can see, it's not as perfect as it can be, right? So when you're facing a lower high and higher highs in the price action, that inverse correlation creates a drive of hidden bearish divergence, of which was very present here on Tuesday the 11th. And that is literally when the algo took a trailing stop loss profit order there. So that, man, everything was rhyming to a downside there. Very good eye, bro. Johnny Barnes, good eye, brother. Yeah, man, look at that. EO, the freaking indicator's actually not all the way failing, right? It still gave us a sell signal no matter what, right? Let's see. So, yeah, dude, good eye, my brother. I have to commend you on that for sure. So I know that I've actually missed so many tickers here. So Welby, Very, if we can, hermano, of course. Let's go ahead and take a look at Very. Could it be actually retracing right now? Good deal, man. Thank goodness. At least something is showing some type of good news, right? But still, Very actually faced a very insane downside, one of which we don't want to repeat again, right? So currently sitting at 197, and let me see. This is the Tuesday candle here. Is it sitting, team? Is it sitting at 197 for real? Yeah. Okay, we're currently at the support of the 2.618. That's a good sign. Okay, and I do think that the price action capitulating down to the 2.618 was all in all kind of a good thing. And also, look at this. The 12-hour is starting to reject, just like we said yesterday. Of course, we still have downside pressures here on the 12-hour, but this flow here could actually be from the previous wave. So as we start diving into the shorter time frames, then there could be a recovery there Let me see, actually. I am not going to pull it up on that one. Or this one here. Okay. Screw it. Let me see the RSI because I have multiple time frames here. I was just going to load up a master layout the way I usually do, right? But if I have the full thread of analysis, then I can actually use this to my benefit. But like I said, team, the reason why I'm making all these big again is because every time I close Trading View and reopen it, it resets the RSIs to a smaller, to like this, right? So I have to reset everything for filming. So the 30-minute immediate short term is consolidating. Okay, consolidating on the bi-hourly. That's the hourly. Let me see the bi-hourly. Okay, still slight downside within that area there. Where's the support? Okay, the support is the 12-hour essentially. And what time frame is this? Damn it, can I get closer? No, man. The 12-hour is showing that it has to be the 12-hour. Yeah, so 12-hour support touch. Let's see the daily. The daily is also bouncing and in the gravitational zone alongside the 12-hour too. It's showing that we are potentially at this, that the floor was already found and we could be recovering all in all. Okay, so there is an immediate danger here that I do have to warn you about though. 2 hours and 29 minutes, 55 seconds. This would print as a shooting star, and that's a 5-day candle. So if we're going to print a shooting star formation here, that's bearish. There's no mathematical back to this. It's not telling us that it can go to a specific area, but it is telling us that there is a potential downside coming in, and that downside could very well be the continuation of this shoulder for the inverse herpy derpy here. And I don't see this as a short side conviction. I don't see this as yes, there is sell side liquidity, but I don't see this as conviction for a continuation to the downside. Still facing a series of higher highs, and overall we're still facing a series of higher lows as well. Let me see this. Could it be? Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, times get really confusing here, team, when we're about to pivot. So 433. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm keeping an eye on all this stuff, team, because I have to pull out every trick out of the bag here to make sure that we are in essence being as accurate as humanly possible, right? Because I don't like to mess around with this stuff, team. Okay, so yeah, there are signs. I mean, not only is the 3-day telling us too that we're right at the support here and also in the gravitational zone. More things than not are pointing towards the upside from here, but there could still be a very immediate short-term ebb and flow where we could face a temporary downside yet again to continue forming that inverse head and shoulders that we're speaking of here, right? So, yeah, I would say the invalidation zone, team, would be at 179 to invalidate everything that we built here over the last few days. Okay, so we definitely don't want to see a daily closure beneath 179. Keep your eyes on your profits on that, right? So 179 is a critical support, which is also the top side of the overall range here. Tweezer top before a reversal, bull flag, and then continue to the upside. That makes it a very significant support zone for us now, which is clear as why we bounced from it. So yeah, keep an eye on that, team. Yeah, crazy price action indeed. Sebastian, what's up, my dude? Good to see you here. Sorry I didn't actually say hi to you, right, my brother? Oh, man. Yeah, and Yuka Frita, you still in FFIE or what, my dude? I'm trying to go back on the comments as much as I can, right? But I'm noticing here that as the audience grows, right, that it's becoming harder and harder for me to look at or retrace back in the comments. Steve Wicks, how you doing? Good to see you here, my bro. Let's see, was the floor found on FNGR at 494? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we did find that potential floor right down here, 474. Let's see. So Mark Roach, how you doing, my brother? Good to see you here again. Looks like Mullen is still pooping. Is it really? And where's GTII, man? GTII is also pooping. So is COSM. Oh, dude, it's just there's so much poop on the ground right now, guys. Poop on the ground. Oh my goodness. There isn't blood on the streets. There's poop on the ground. Ah, dude. I'm trying not to be so silly. Doing good. Great job, Arca. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate you, my dude. And I think I saw, as I was falling asleep in my, in bed last night, I'm looking at, I think I saw you comment and I was about to press reply and then I just fell asleep. I'm trying to reply as many people as I can. And sometimes I feel like it's like people are taking it like as a personal thing. So please don't take it as a personal thing that I'm not responding, right? It's just I try. I try to reply to as many people as I can. Rosie Gray Glasses, what's up? No poop for the spy, though. No, man. The broader markets are definitely not pooping. Though they are they're printing diamonds right now. So, puro chorro, my dude. Guys, if you spoke Spanish, that's ridiculous, man. That's literally diarrhea that he's speaking of. that on the small caps, yeah, at least that, right? So, which one? Let's see. Sorry, team. I'm gonna try to revert here real quick. Where was? Man, I hated that I can't even look back. The small caps need Joe Biden diapers. Joe Biden's diapers. Dude. Poop churros. Dude, so churros. Definitely not what chorro means, dude. So in Spanish, chorro, that means that it's that's ridiculous, man. I'm not gonna say it. Dude, it's diarrhea, right? But you're speaking of churros. Rosie Gray Glasses, are you white? Are you not Hispanic? Actually, better said. VOCL is pumping, man. I know. This was the upside that I spoke of back here. Just like I did with BBIG too, right, man? So I literally was like, guys, serious opportunity right down here. And then everybody's like, no, it's never going to do nothing because nothing is nothing, right? Daily bullish engulfing here, right? Good stuff there, man. Not a problem. Not a problem with this ticker at all. And VLCL, yeah, potential retracement down to this level, 0520 before a continuation. Not bad. So let me see. So Mark Rhodes, retail sales rose, 0.2% in June from the previous month, lower than Wall Street's estimates for the 0.5 growth. Sales excluding auto and gas increased 0.3% in line with the estimates from economists. Oh, well, man, they're finally starting to guess it right. Zephram saying, I love churros, but not poop churros. 93. Your name, I love it. So just tuning in, let's see. We recapped Finger. Yes. So we have recapped Finger, and I am thinking that FNGR could have floored right at that 474 bottom, right? So that could be the technical support that we're facing before a continuation to the upside. I do have to warn that we have a heavy resistance at 538. But all in all, yes, I do think that because of this reason, my brother. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you my brother if you're a girl. I'm so, God. At first, team, as an influencer for stock trading, you're not really exposed to the opposite sex more than you are to, if you're a guy, you're going to get a lot of guys. So I'm so used to saying like my brother, my bro, my brother, right? So, and then now more than ever, the comments of like, I'm a sister are coming in. There has been a serious change into a more grounds of neutrality here, right? So, because there's no trusting you. Okay, you are a brother, all right? Good. And please don't take it as me sounding racial. I really do mean it as you're a dude, right? But I'm getting so many comments. Arca, I'm a girl, by the way. My dude. Cryptic trader. What's up, my sibling? Dude, my sibling. That's funny. Guys, I can't believe how much blood there is in the streets, and we're just having like a great time, right? Zephram, it's 2023. Can't tell anyone's gender, bro. No, man. What do they say again? That they be right. Just if you're gonna try to guess my sex, then I identify as RSI. Okay. I will identify as relative strength index. That is me, okay? No, I won't say it. Cryptic, me too. I love it. Dude, okay, what's everyone's pronouns? All right, fine. Josh Peterson. That is a good question. What is everyone's pronouns? What do you identify as? You already know Arca identifies as RSI, okay? I identify as RSI. All right, team, we're going to keep it neutral here because the RSI, is bearish and bullish. You identify as Stig, says Stig Vicious. My dude, good job. Yeah, I honestly think FFIE is just facing a little bit of consolidation here, but overall, this ticker is set to continue to the upside. I just banked on a 14% gainer on this morning. Pronoun equals FU. Zephram, if you can't tell mine, I'm doing something wrong. Zephram is literally sitting outside, no shirt, basketball shorts on, huge six-pack, chilling. My dude, you remind me actually of that. Have you ever seen the newer, not the show in Paramount, but the Star Trek movies? With man, I forgot that dude with the huge, crazy blue eyes. You know which ones? The Into the Darkness and all those the 3 or 4 Star Trek movies that came out just a few years ago. That dude, the captain. I'm sorry, the dude who flies the Enterprise. I'm named after a Star Trek character. Don't tell me you're Zulu. Are you Zulu? Please tell me you're Zulu because you remind me of that guy so much. The dude who flies the freaking Enterprise. that guy and he's what's his name? Harold and Kumar. Dude, it's Harold. He's Zulu. Dude. My parents love Star Trek. Dude, yeah, the dude who flies the Starship Enterprise. He's the one who actually pilots the thing. In the first movie, I think he was the one that actually pressed reverse instead of forward. No, the Star Trek character. The Star Trek character. Remember you said that you were named after a Star Trek character? Who was that? I'm saying that I think it could have been the pilot, Zulu or Sulu or whatever. Dude, Cryptic knows who I'm talking about. That guy, dude, he reminds me of you. Dude, Northwest said Chekhov. That dude is so funny, bro. He said, does he really talk like that, by the way? He's with the wuh. Oh, my goodness. You live in Riverside? Wait. Who just said that? Stick Vicious saying, I live in Riverside, Iowa. Is it the future birthplace of Captain Kirk? Future birthplace. Cryptic Trader, sorry, saying Mark Roach, named after a guy invented after the guy who invented the warp drive. Dude. Zephram, Chekhov died. Did he? He was working on his car and dropped. No. Oh, what? Like for real? Like in real life? He was like 24 years old or 23 or not even that. Did he really die? Bro, that sucks. Damn. Let's see. So Jennifer said that last time she checked, she was a woman. Look at this. Rosy Gray Glasses. Nobody answered his question though. So Rosy Gray Glasses also, I don't know. Are you a brother, Rosy Gray Glasses? I don't want to, assume genders here, but do you identify as oversold or overbought today? FFIE is currently oversold. Right? Oh, I'm sorry, overbought and is in the process of reaccumulating. Let's go back to Viri and see what's going down, team. Oh my goodness. That 2-spot 618 is feeling a little cracky on the ice, right? So, dude, everything is just so So crappy. Yeah, Zephram, that sucks, dude. I didn't know that he actually died. He was fixing his car and the thing fell on him. Who dies like that? What the hell? Oh my goodness. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by what that, like, I didn't even know that was serious. Conan the Barbarian's pronouns are kill you. Good vibes. Good times. Mark Roach, did you just say wharf? Wharf. You are a bro. I have knowledge, bro. Bro, I know. Mark Roach, investors seem happy with FedEx's new chief financial officer. What? Those are the type of fundamentals that I look for. A change, a drastic change in the in management, right? So also the logistics giant, which has mostly non-union a workforce. Wow. So would gain from a potential strike at a rival United States parcel service, dude. So did you guys? I'm sorry. There was something similar to what you just said, and I totally dropped the ball on it. If I remember, I'll go ahead and point it out again. But I totally forgot. I didn't know he died that way. Me either. That's super sad. Wow. Yeah, I had no idea he passed away like that, man. That's not cool. Sorry, last question on FNGR. Do you see an upside today or expect to stay red? So that's funny because I think one of my master students asked me that just a few days ago. And I actually said that I expect a red day Monday, potentially Tuesday, recovery on Wednesday, or Tuesday end of day. Let me see the daily to answer that question. I mean, we're very close. I mean, I feel, in my opinion, not to try to guess it like we've been guessing it, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna put it like we're trying to guess here, like the closure for the day for FNGR, like we've been doing. Not like that. Not in that sense. What I mean here is that if we are observing the massive bounce here, let's see how far up we are, because it's already returned. It's already returned around 60% of what it lost upon that capitulation, and if you did enter at that bottom side of the candle, you're up almost 11% on the day. So if that's the case, then I would honestly see a closure in red, but a closure as a hammer candle, and that could be indicative of a reversal coming in. I have to repeat that all the time, by the way, of a reversal. And I have to say that so often, indicative of a reversal. Try to say that, right? Like fast and fluent, and you're just gonna feel the pressure that Arca feels. Indicative of a reversal. Stop it. Oh my goodness, man. Good times here. Probably got lost in the message, but if we could look at TR Kid, dude, that's what I was talking about. I feel like I couldn't go back anymore. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know who said anything, right? So, oh man, and I even put, okay, let me. All right, good. There's no donations right now, so that's good. Let me show you something, okay? So I don't want to expose any weird information here, but I'm going to show you the portrait screen, right? So the vertical screen that I have right next to me, I can actually display it for you. So this is what I'm looking at here presently, right? So you can see here just all that I have to kind of go back, and that like makes it really difficult for me to understand like where I am presently, right? So just just to kind of put it out there like that, right? Just so you can see this. But yeah, this is the vertical screen that I am looking at next to my two screens. So I have a 49-inch curved display on top. I have a 34-inch wide under that one, and then a 27-inch vertical or portrait, right? So that's the screen that you're seeing. So it's kind of hard sometimes it's very hard for me to go back, right? So then other than that one is the 49-inch curve, which is this one, right? So that's I'm looking at the that's where my entire mixer is here, right? So that's where I turn up like music and stuff, right? And the entirety of the control is here, right? So, and this is all powered with a Stream Deck, right? So the Stream Deck is essentially the thing that like puts things up like this, right? So new additions to the system here, team. But yeah, very cool stuff. Anyway, so so many scenes, dude. Yeah, it's because I have I had different setups, right? And they're all kind of perfect timing, Joanna. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Dude, yeah, OBS streaming software is super powerful. Joanna, that really means so much to me and my family. You're so kind. Thank you. Right, so I have a mess in the setups here in my scenes because I have been, the last 2 months, I've been changing the screen layout and changing the screens that I'm using, and also the videos that I'm presenting now, all that, the whole thing, right? But I'm able to trigger literally everything from here, right? So, and I think I have it pretty much set up, at least I hope so, right? Even the whole promo thing, right? That whole thing is all in here. But anyway, so let me go back here. Let's see. HYE Arca, I like the intro music. Oh, dude. Thanks, bro. But you really need to switch it to like some Banda Cumbia or Vicente. Dude, don't you never talk to me about Chente right now, bro. I'm still hurt. Okay? Embrace the brown. I can't do Chente right now, man. I'm going to end up crying. Okay? So, Batter, you guys, can someone reassure me that 6 average on FNGR isn't hopeless? I need some calming words. So, Batter, if I'm going to be honest with you, man, I'm going to leave Sebastian Lim to answer that question. Sebastian Lim, where the hell are you, dude? Are you already asleep? I'm asking if Sebastian Lim is asleep. Jonna? Is that really true? Is that how you pronounce your name for real? Jonna? Sebastian has chorro. Sebastian Lim is not here? Damn it. Okay. Yeah, it may be too late for him, guys. I think it's probably 3 or 4 in the morning in Singapore, and that's where he is. So, so he might be asleep. He might have fallen asleep with the phone in his face. Dude. I feel so bad because I assumed, I'm sure, how many people have assumed that your name is Joanna and not Jonna? Like, actually, that's super unique. Finger has a shot. Seb trades the American markets and works a full-time job. That man is, dude, he's also military. Did you know that? It's getting beat down. You know what? I'm going to have to take a look at, are you serious? No. We didn't even look at TRKA. Jeez, hold on, team. I'm being so mean here. Okay, so anyway. Okay, that's not looking too good, team. Bearish engulfing on the 12 hour is never a good thing. Let's see how far we can make it down. Oh, right. This is, that. Which is curious because it was a pennant. Yeah, I apologize for that. And damn it. Have to reveal my identity and take my mask off in order to tell you the troubles that I have with my name. So oh my goodness. Okay, let's look at the immediate short term on TRKA. Let me get this out of the way from my brother. I'm sorry, dude. Let's see. Okay, so we're kind of floored, I guess, in the 30-minute time frame, and it could be, let me see, the 15-minute and the 5-minute. This pressure on the 15-minute is not as substantial as I would like it to be, meaning that it's not introducing enough volatility just yet. Well, of course, we're completely contracted. No, I mean, right? No shit. Anyway, so okay. The pressure remains to the downside while we remain in heavy contraction in the immediate short term. I know I see here that we're getting an incline, but we're also starting to contract again. So when we're contracting and there's already several time frames with a fully contracted level, mathematically speaking, we are set to create an expansion from here, right? But that's not to say that it's going to happen right away, because we can essentially be in contraction for a long period of time too. And we have just entered contraction here. So let me see the previous wave. Let me see what's happening there still. The price, okay, damn. Yeah, see this? So yeah, we're just not trading right now. TRKA is a little dormant, and if I were to be completely honest with you, I would give my support touch between 235 and 231. But I do have to point out something within this ticker, bro, and this is very important. Okay, because this is really subject to a heavy amount of manipulation, and I can show you how. So I'm going to pull up an indicator called the on balance volume, so OBV. And this is going to display to you ownership, right? So let me go ahead and just put this here. And I'm going to show you something, right? So this shows you how the sentiment is accumulating the asset and holding it or releasing it, right? So people that currently own shares are owning minus 11 million shares. You hear that number? Minus almost 12 million. Minus. That means that, I mean, what? Like, how is that even possible? Like, this ticker started off with around 800,000 in ownership, right, initially. And then it started increasing little by little, right? People were holding the asset because they saw some promise based on that dude sucked, bro. I forgot what happened here fundamentally, but I remember there was something really negative. And yeah, it reached some exponential numbers here. But after all of that, sell pressure and also short pressure ended up in something that I've never seen before. The on balance volume all the way down to negative millions is not something that I've ever heard before, which makes me feel that overall it's just facing serious bear pressure and manipulated bear pressure. Ham has a 2 p.m. call with GTII and FNGR with Busy Brands. Yeah, he's probably going to invite me. Northwest, is FNGR over? No. No. This is, I mean, look, right? So when you're looking at this on the weekly, you see that is not a short side conviction. No, definitely not. This is preparing for a macro breakout, if anything. And this is a huge moment for FNGR here. In 4 minutes, he's going to go on. Yeah, not a problem, my bro, of course. And now, sorry, Johnny Barnes, I want to look at yours too, dude. What did you say it was? Let's see, what was the support for Viri again? If we do go down and touch, Johnny Barnes, go ahead and text your ticker again, bro. Northwest, not a problem. Yeah. 93. I love that name. I still like it. Well, yeah, so we have an inflection point here at 178. But if we were to face another downside, I would honestly look at maybe 193. And the bottom side of the range would be 190. So 190 to 193 is kind of what I'm looking at here, if it does continue to the downside. Sean, oh, what's up, dude? You changed your image. I was expecting my homie with the shades. But dude, what is up with you? How are you, my dude? Load the boats with paper? On which one? On FNGR? Dude, I already loaded. And I loaded higher than this. Just so you know, I'm actually in the red on FNGR. I'm in the red, like, because this can still continue. But I don't care. This is not a traditional trade for me, right? I'm hedging against this position, like trading, like for example, the 14% gainer on FFIE. So if I said to myself, I'm going to trade a squeeze play, which I usually don't, not anymore at least, then I would, I promised myself that I would hedge against it and that I would make sure to continue gaining so that I can maintain myself delta positive. So if that's like, if that's the case, then, you know, that's why I showed up late today, because I needed to make sure that I can hedge against the losing position of FNGR. And as long as I can hedge against that, then I'm going to maintain neutral. Paper mache? Northwest. Let's see. What's up with AMC today? That is a good question. I haven't even actually seen it. SPY maintaining that nice balance there. Wow, red on the day, huh? Also, yeah, we have to find out. Oh, nice. Look at this. It's at support. This could be the ground. SMA 14 finding that support down there. This could actually start reverting soon. And which is curious that it's not actually following the broader market. Way to show you that that's a manipulative play, right? Broader markets are pumping. And I mean, when you type in AMC, what does it say? NYSE. So why the hell is it not pumping, right? Why is it not going up? Duh. It's so disgusting. Yeah, Destiny. Let me look at that for you. Hold on, let's see. Arca, my pronoun is Sasquatch, Northwest. Dude. Because it's AMC and it sucks. It does. It sucks. Ugh. Can't wait to get out of it, dude. Oh my goodness. I'm strategically coming out of it. It's not gonna happen in a day, I get it. Right, but my goal here is to like accumulate 1,600 out of the 8,500 that I lost on that, right? Because of I didn't know how to trade when it was 2 years ago. So now that I know how to trade, I'm hedging against those losses and also bringing down my cost average to make it a little easier to come up. I mean, I promise you, like Ape, I had a $17 average, right? So because I never ever touched it after it just continued capitulating, and I started learning how to trade, I'm like, wow, so I shouldn't add to my losing position because that's going to go against me even harder. So I stopped, right? I just stopped and I left it there. So now that it reached some type of floor, I ended up averaging down here for the first time in forever. And that brought it down to like, I think $9 or $10, my cost basis, with $128. Oh boy. Oh man. So tiny money can do huge things when you lose 90%. Good times. I know it's 11 a.m. I'm going to have to go ahead and get my guy up pretty soon here. So anyway, let me see. We have two, right? You know, yesterday I was actually talking about that ticker. Where am I gonna do this? Let me see. Let me do. Damn, the futures, bro. That's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, let me go back to one of these master layouts, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and load it. So, here we go, and let's take a look at it real quick. SOUN. You're still stuck on it, Shauna? Oh my goodness, bro. And have you noticed the influx of like the mother of all short squeezes are coming? Dude, the word MOAS is used like, bro. It's used so often now. It feels like it's just like some normal word to say MOAS. Like that was not supposed to be the case, guys. Right? Yeah, so SOUN very much looks similar to TRKA, does it not? Wow. So this is, let's see, are we moving at all? Let me go to the 30-minute time frame. I want to see the momentum overall. So downside on the 30-minute, hourly downside, bi-hourly slight downside. Let me see the 4-hour upside. Okay, so immediate short-term time frame drop. I can see a support coming up. It's interesting that it's creating these slight higher highs or higher lows. Sorry, very slight. So that's kind of what's indicative of this drop here. I'm looking at a potential support at around, yeah, between this area here. Let me see. Potential support between 353 and yeah, and right in here, 355 and 353. That's where I'm looking price action to come down to. Down because that's honestly what the momentum is suggesting, right? Just like this. I'm looking at this touchdown here. Let me see if we have anything there. Maybe by the time that we actually make that downside, the SMA 10 will essentially be there, and then we would actually just maybe wick down here and then continue on. But a very good thing is that we are in the process of converting the SMA 10 and EMA 7 into a support. Not that we haven't tried already before, but we have been continuously failing it. So let's see if this time around changes, because we are starting to get a brand new wave here. So if that happens, then here it is. Look at it. Slight downside on the 4-hour time frame. This right here, very short gap here. So this right here would be the drop to the SMA 14 before a reaccumulation. This is why I'm saying that it could be here, if not just shy of it, right? But this is overall what I'm looking for in SOUN. AMC hits $10,000. I'm out, guys. You know what? If it hits $115,000, that's it for me. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. I was banking on 5 million, but 114,000 is just gonna have to do. Dude, oh man. So yes, Mark Roach, thank you so much. Please consider liking, consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell icon so that you are notified anytime I am live or release a video, which I do on a daily basis. Okay, team. So yeah, team, I apologize, but let's see. Arca is the futures. Did I miss COSM? Yes, we briefly touched on it. And just to put it short real quick, I do think that this was the a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I mentioned, actually when I mentioned that I was hired as their statistical and data analyst, I mentioned that we printed a bearish engulfing on the bi-monthly, and this would suggest a downside. And I would say if we do face a downside, then I pointed out this target here, 277 to 287. Several time frames, including the 4-hour time frame in comparison to a bi-monthly, they are rhyming with precisely 277. So this we may have seen a floor here, but I honestly think that we could test the bottom side of 279 to 277 again. Okay, just to put it kind of out there like that, right? But and it's very interesting that we're getting this huge pump to the upside on both the micro E-mini Russell 2000 futures contracts and the spot price action of the IWM ETF. So we're getting a massive pump. This is really the IWM has been outperforming the S&P. So I'm very curious to see why we're getting an inverse correlation right now when this is built under the IWM. That's yeah, just like I said with the NYSE, you know, the AMC built under the NYSE, and also we're getting a pump to the upside on literally the S&P 500, the SPY, everything. Futures is all green, and not AMC. No. Like, it's just, that's why I said, like, you know, not manipulated, right? So, yeah, team. But that's essentially what I'm looking at here, team. All right, so yeah, no, not a problem. AMC tomorrow is going to 1 quadrillion. You remember that, man? Dude, those days. And we were all in it. We're like, let's go. My average is 74. And the all-time high was 72.60. But for some reason, the average was 74. Dude. Okay, let me just look at that one more time. Oh, nice. Good recovery. It's happening, man. That could have been, like I said, man, that could have been the floor, and we are recovering the bottom side that I was hoping for, right? So At least we're inside of the freaking inflection zone. Yeah, this huge. Oh, man. How nuts would it be if it actually started closing upside of this bearish engulfing? But it's been printing bearish engulfings back to back, team. I mean, look at this. Bearish engulfing here. Lift off, bearish engulfing here. Downside, bearish engulfing here. Damn, and right now, if we don't close this candle upside of this range here, 544, if we don't close upside of 544 today, bearish engulfing, damn it. Okay, so, and what I hope is that we're not... Remember how I told you in the video that this trades both to the upside and downside, but it favors the bulls? This also has a downside, right? So all of these, I'm not going to put them there. Okay, so what I'm afraid of is that we're testing resistance of this trend line. Okay, so we'll validate it. But yeah, team, let's go ahead and let's see. Yeah, that would be sick. Man, I know. I see it. I definitely see it, man. So 277, man. That's one of the bottom lines that I'm looking at for institutional demand. So we may have touched it already, right at the 279. And I was saying that it is confluent to the target that I spoke of a few weeks ago, with this bearish engulfing bi-monthly print. And that's, I mean, I hated when I called it too, right? It's just, and I say this often, team. When you're looking at candle analysis in anything above a month, it becomes almost predictive. So consider using your macro timeframes for analysis, right? So as this, we literally touched on this target a couple weeks ago. Whatever. But we're there, and there could be, I'm expecting for the broader markets to pull back. And when the broader markets do pull back, that's when I expect COSM to get, and actually all of the other assets that are facing some blood, that's when I expect them to start recovering. Upon the broader markets actually starting to face a pullback, and I spoke about that too. The pullback we're sitting at 453.85 on the SPY, and I do see a retracement coming out maybe around 458.45. So potentially another couple days of upside. The thing is that we're pumping to the upside into the FOMC meet next Wednesday and Tuesday. It's natural that we do this. So if he does lift the 25 bip, this will correct big time. And then it'll continue to the upside as it's not, it would be a natural breather. Oh man. The head of the union representing 340,000 United Parcel Service workers said he's ready to keep talking with the company, even though his bargaining committee rejected its latest contract offer. Wow. All right, team. So yeah, let me go ahead and just cut it off here. I need to wake up my little guy. I need to get him up and running. He gave me some trouble last night, but we were still able to get up and trade. Still showed up late nonetheless, right? But I'm gonna try and get this. Rolling earlier tomorrow. All right, team. So oh my goodness. Oh, what day is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is the 19th. Oh, okay, good. I have a doctor's appointment with my little guy at 3:45 p.m. So I'll still stream. All right, so we're still good. All right, team. So yeah, let's go ahead and just finish it off here, team. I really appreciate everyone for coming by. And yeah, let's go ahead and stream tomorrow early in the morning. I'll release a couple videos tonight. Hopefully some strategies, right? It's just the release of the new algos has been kind of taking precedence over time, right? But I appreciate everybody for coming by. Thank you so much. Please remember, team, always remember that I am not a financial advisor. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell or hold any assets whatsoever. All right, team, but with that said, I wish you well a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell. Mañana. Peace, team. Adios.